Welcome to Dimension 119, a dimension where anything can happen. Prepare for the strange and unexpected. Enjoy today's episode.
What's going on, everybody? It is Nathan with Dimension 119. We're doing our first ever D&D actual play on the channel here. Pretty excited. We are, what is this, like episode 11 at this point? So we're well into the game already, but I need the practice for events coming up later. So we decided to go ahead and stream what we got here. There is a recap on Facebook. If you'd like to check out the Dimension 119 Facebook page and get the recap of our previous sessions. There's not a lot of intro for me to do yet, as we're relatively new to all this. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our DM, Derek, who's going to try and kill us tonight. It's all yours, Derek.
I want to kill you. There's no reason to do that. Alright, so if we're currently playing the campaign of Curse of Strahd, as you can tell by the title, we're quite a ways in, probably about maybe a fourth of the way into the campaign, depending on how the party decides to take their actions. The party as a whole is very, very unique. I haven't had a party quite like this one. We'll have each player give a little introduction to their characters, just so you know what we're dealing with. Who wants to be first?
I'll go first since no one's volunteering. My name's Ray, and I'm playing the Dragonborn Paladin, Oath of Redemption, Ordenthek Stoutsskin, and he worships the goddess Sheila Perirol, who is the halfling goddess of romantic love and nature. And he doesn't have very much wisdom or intelligence, but he tries to make up for that with a big heart.
I'm happy to go next.
Go ahead.
Yeah. My name's Kevin. I'm going to be playing Derek Rochambeau. He was a struggling comedian and performer, trying to do the circuit around the Sword Coast. He wasn't very good, however, so he sought aid from somewhere else. He met a mysterious man, or so he thought, made a deal with him. Since then, his fame has skyrocketed. However, he doesn't seem to remember most of his performances nowadays. He tends to wake up in awkward situations. And this is just the latest one, waking up in the middle of Vallaki. No recollection of how he got here or what happened the night before. And yeah, the group are a little bit confused by his situation.
Yeah, the funny thing about Kevin's character is it's kind of two characters in one body. Kevin himself can only play every other week, and then we have another player, Tyler, who can only play every other week, but they can play opposite weeks of each other. So they're kind of doing a split personality type with this one character, which makes him probably the most interesting and weird character that we have. So it's quite a fun game. All right, how about Nathan?
I'm playing Ragnar Oakenbeard. I am a dwarven barbarian slash cleric. Through the process of going through Barovia and facing Strahd and all of the craziness and horrors that have accosted us up to this point, discovered like a religious symbol in one of my trinkets that I had, which brought me to following Moradin, the god of the Forge. So I am a Forge Domain cleric as well as a barbarian. My brother Erston Oakenbeard was pulled into Barovia along with me in the party, and he has since disappeared, as you can see in the recap, and it has messed Ragnar up pretty good. I believe last session the party asked, or not the party, but the players asked if I was going to be like Naruto, looking for Sasuke all the time. So that's pretty much where we're at with Ragnar. His family forges weapons, but before you can forge your own very nice Oakenbeard weapon, you have to carve your story into a very mundane, basic weapon of your choice. So Ragnar's battle axe so far has just these intricate lines and carvings and runes in it, kind of depicting what's happened to them thus far. And once that is complete, if he survives, he will be allowed by his clan to forge a actual Oakenbeard worthy weapon.
Let's go head over to our half-orc over there, Korast.
Hello. I will be playing Korast Troth. He is a light domain cleric, and he serves the god Meulen, god of poetry and songs. He is on a journey to find a job that pays well, but also gives a good dental program.
And he's denied Strahd and the Baron of this town because they didn't have good dental.
Yep. Got to take care of the teeth.
As an orc definitely wants to do. All right. Now we'll go over to Larenthar.
I'm Larenthar of the Wild, and I'm mysterious. That's all I got.
He's the wild card of the group. Nobody ever knows what he's gonna do. I don't even think he knows what he's gonna do. So the party right now is in the town of Valaki. They're almost finished with the city, I believe. They've currently infiltrated the Watcher House, which is the household of a formerly prominent noble family. They currently the 2 sessions before this had a run-in with the Watcher family in the streets of Valaki and pretty much just killed them. They had a little tussle, and they're currently just scavenging their house the night after, and this is where we'll leave off. You guys party has found themselves in the master bedroom here of the Watcher family, with the male head Nikolai Watcher is laying in his bed, and they have recently found him deceased. He is dead, laying in his bed. And then the one remaining child of the Watchers, Stella Watcher, is in the room next door, and she is a crazy cat lady. Legit, literal, think she's a cat. Okay, and what are we all going to be doing right now?
We shut her back in the room. We didn't lock it, right? But we just shut the door on her.
Yes, you shut the door. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Kevin's character Derek did not come with them to the Watcher House. He is currently at the church, taking care of of 2 of the semi-main characters, Ismark and Irina. They are at the church, and he's with them. Okay, continue.
At this point, do we know what's going on in the basement?
No, all you know. I don't even know if Ragnar and Larthar told you that zombies and skeletons have just started climbing out of the floor. So you have no idea what's really going on in the basement. They just walked through the basement and came up.
I'm saving it for a surprise.
Yeah, nothing's more surprising than zombies.
Well, if somebody gave you a cake and a zombie jumped out, wouldn't you be surprised?
I don't know. I've been watching a lot of Walking Dead. It might not be.
I'd be surprised, but I wouldn't be disappointed.
Sorry.
Did we go through all of the rooms up here so far?
Yes, you have.
And what was this person in the bed? It's a dead body, right?
Yeah, it's a dead, deceased body starting to decay of the male master of the house, Nikolai Watcher.
She was doing some nasty stuff to him.
And then you guys found bones somewhere after I had to hop off last week, right?
Yeah, I think Korast has them or Larenthar.
And yes, let me get to the point where that was. They were bones of, you don't know what they're for as of right now, but they are bones for the future.
Look, even in character, we know that bones are important.
We just don't know what for.
Yeah, especially after we went through all that trouble to find the saints' bones and bring them back to the church. How many?
We're just collecting bones.
How many
We're the bone
towns?
collectors.
How many towns guards died in that scuffle?
Oh,
I
good.
think 11?
Dozen.
11, yeah.
All of them.
All of them.
I mean, the Baron still had a few guards that were with him, so he might be lying.
And yes, the bones are of where'd it go? I had it.
It's been a while. I can't remember. What did I find in that guy's office?
Hey Ray, try your link again in the chat.
Did you finally deign me worthy enough to do that?
I attempted to. We'll see if Twitch thinks you're worthy enough.
You.
Apparently not.
In the storage room, Lawrence, you found a silk bag with 180 Illyrium pieces, another bag containing 110 gold. I think you already took those down. You got a new pipe that has been been passed down through many generations of the Watcher family. You found some scrolls that are notarized deeds for parcels of land given to the family by Strahd. A random book containing a poetic manifesto written by the Watcher family, and then a blasphemous treatise found in black leather titled "The Grimoire of the Four Quarters," written by the infamous diabolist Devostus, which is just a random crap. So, what's the party wanting to do right now?
I don't know what everyone else's plan was, but as far as Ragnar was concerned, he was pretty sure the plan was to go rest back at the church before anything else. I'm pretty sure that I'm not good to go to fight those zombies in the basement yet, and Ragnar would know
Zombies
that.
they're just skeletons, so they're not as dangerous as zombies.
Hey, Ordenthak. Why don't you check that body?
No, I think I'm good, Larenthar. You can check it if you want.
But you're the paladin. Maybe we'll get the priest to check the body. That's their job, right?
Yeah, I second that. And he kind of takes a step behind you because he clearly does not want to touch that body.
What are you all doing? I'll do it myself. And Ragnar's gonna go check the body.
When Ordenthek is distracted, I'm gonna do the old shoulder hand on the shoulder she's not looking at. As soon as he does anything to the body, I'm gonna tap her on the shoulder when she doesn't notice.
Oh, he jumps. And then he kind of just nudges you and he's like, that's not funny.
I give Ordenthek my biggest Puss in Boots who, me expression. Look innocent and give her sad eyes. Him, sorry, I keep forgetting.
You're all good.
But yeah, Ragnar, as you go to inspect the body, it's nothing you haven't seen before when it comes to a dead body. It's just a dead body, slowly has a little bit of signs of decay to it.
Is it clothed, I hope?
Yes, fully clothed.
I will check the pockets or pouches.
Completely empty.
Okay, great.
It really isn't a good thing to disturb the dead, just saying.
I'm a bit new to this cleric thing. I'm just going with my dwarven ways. We can't let everything go to waste here. We're not exactly in the best position.
Do you remember what happened last time when we touched dead bodies?
I'm going to head out the door and be like, okay, guys, I think we've seen everything we need to see here. Let's get away from the dead body, please.
What's on the night stand?
It's probably typical pen parchment just to write on. Maybe a book that the Lady Watcher was reading. Nothing interesting.
Oh my, it's like a Harlequin romance. About dead people.
I think what you mean is erotic poetry.
I don't know. It says my boyfriend was a zombie.
So we've checked all the rooms and all that, so I guess we go back downstairs. So you guys checked this little room right here,
Yeah,
right?
that's literally that's where they found the bones and shit. That's where all the treasure of the master bedroom was.
Okay. And we checked all of this room. Larenthar checked this room. And both of these rooms. So.
By the way, I'm gonna go get the rest of that saucer of milk and pour some for the cat girl. And set it on the floor next to her bed.
As usual, she just very timid and hisses at you as you enter, and kind of is still on all fours with her back arched.
I'll try to like when you're getting to know a wild animal, just let her do it until she trusts me. Maybe I'll have to come back once a day and feed her. It's usually how it works.
Right.
Another child slowly going to the dark side.
I mean, she's already pretty far gone.
How the heck else are you going to start a child infantry army?
Did you leave her a lockpick?
Well, she
You
wouldn't
could
know
do
how
it with
to
her
use
claws.
it. I'll just leave her the food, and I'll close the door and get out. Well, we can't leave her without any food for the day. Who else is gonna feed her?
I mean, to be fair, Ragnar did give her some of his rations.
Yeah, but she needs cat food.
Milk isn't cat food.
Trust
Cats
me,
love milk.
I've been a cat. I'd rather have regular food.
Okay. So what's the verdict on what the party's wanting to do for the rest of the night?
Probably get out of this cursed house, please.
How
Oh,
many
this house is not
skeletons were downstairs?
You can count them.
As far as
2,
cursed
4,
houses
6,
go, this
8.
one's like about like a 5 on the scale of 1 to 4.
There were 8 skeletons in the basement.
I'll look at everybody and be like, "Do you think we can take out 8 skeletons? There's probably something in the
Why?
basement." Oh yeah,
Honestly, I'm in really good shape.
we didn't tell you. There's at least 8 skeletons in the basement, and a door we didn't get to check.
That would have been good to tell us sooner.
We weren't gonna just let you go to the basement.
Yeah. We weren't going to do that.
Oh, I wasn't gonna let you
I
just
do
go to the
not
basement.
believe your lies.
Hey, Larazar, do you think you have some stuff that would be good to incriminate Fiona Watcher in case the Baron comes for us?
Like the dead body of her husband.
Oh,
I mean, besides that, like more, that's more of a personal matter. I'm talking about like
Or
being
her-
in league with Strahd.
Or her daughter, who's a cat.
She did write a book.
well, you know, we could,
Or the 8 skeletons in the basement.
The weapon, like, we killed them with, like, we could, you know, like, plant them someplace, and then when the guy finds them, then he'll think, oh my god, you know, somebody in this house killed him, because look, the murder weapons are in the house. But we'd have to get a new weapon.
Yeah, no, I'd like to keep my sword, please.
Okay, keep your evidence.
He attacked us. It was fair game.
Yeah. They came after us. I don't know why everybody thinks that we murdered them in the street. They
Well, I
walked
mean,
up
we
on
did.
us.
It was more like we had justification to murder them in the street.
I smile.
That's probably a good
That's
idea.
the way. That's the way they get off a murder rap.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea that we didn't just murder them in the house like I wanted to.
Yeah.
Go downstairs before the servants wake up in the other room.
So are we gonna go fight the skeletons, or are we gonna... What are we gonna do? Are we gonna go rest and then come back?
If we fight the skeletons, we might wake the servants up. Would be more people that we might have to fight.
Or maybe they'll just run. I mean, it might be useful to get into that other room. Who knows what she had in there for Strahd?
But then they'll tell the guards.
Yeah, we probably don't need more trouble.
You know,
You guys are already suspicious from what you've done.
could go back and get Derek, and then you pin the whole thing on him.
He could cast invisibility on us again, and we could sneak into that other room.
Well, even if you're invisible, you'd still hear us fighting the skeletons.
No, not if I sneak into the other room and don't fight the skeletons.
I find it surprising. I kind of find it like, you know, hard to believe that they don't know that there's like a bunch of skeletons living in the basement.
Maybe they do, and the pay is just too good, and they just look the other way.
Well, then we could just wait a couple days, they realize they're not going to get paid anymore, then it wouldn't be a problem. They'll just leave on their own. Great. The dog agrees with me.
Dude, I thought that someone walked across a piano.
No, just any time that a leaf blows through my yard, one of my dogs decides they need to bark at it. So if they hear a blade of grass rustle, it's barking time.
Typical dog things.
So
Karen.
if we're not fighting the skeletons, then I guess Ragnar wants to go to the church and rest, because he could probably do fine fighting the skeletons with everybody else with him, but if not, he's definitely needing a rest.
Agreed.
Well, I guess
we don't really
have later.
We don't really have a reason to fight the skeletons besides they're skeletons.
There's another room down there that we haven't been in.
The secret mystery room.
Yeah, but we've already got a lot of evidence already.
Like what?
But there's a secret mystery room.
Larenthar literally carrying a box that's just got like suspicious stuff written on the side.
You don't know what's down there that could help us with Strahd. We should leave no stone unturned.
Well, also we have to find Urston. Well, do you think Urston might be down there?
Likely the skeletons, at least one of them would be down if he was down there, but I mean, you never know. That's another good point to search the room. And
Should we just take them? It won't take that long.
if since Orden said something about Ragnar possibly being down there, Urston being down there, Ragnar's gonna start. He's gonna start down the stairs that direction already.
Okay, let's go after him.
I'm gonna like try to flank him, so I'm gonna come in through the outside door. So that way we'll get him.
Just so you know, to get there, you would either have to untie the rope you have tied to this door, or go out and go around to the back door, because the entrance to the basement is in a secret door that you found when you came up.
We can go through.
Why don't we just use this now?
This door over here, right?
Oh shit, you couldn't go over here. That's right. I forgot about the way into that you went into the basement from the outside.
That's where Ragnar is heading.
Well, Koras, you don't know.
Koras is going all the way around.
Koras does not know where the secret door is, so where are you going, buddy?
Everyone's worried.
I don't know.
They're all worried about waking the servants, and Koras is like.
Koras is just going for like a smoke break.
Yeah.
Koras on top of my token.
Here, let me move your token. Can you see it now?
On my screen, you're still upstairs.
You're at the top. Yeah, you're upstairs.
I'm still in there. Okay, I might have like scrolled off it. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay.
So those stairs are down here. Unless someone stops him, Ragnar's gonna quietly open this door and just like slip down onto the stairs where you can kind of see into the room.
And you see all 8 skeletons kind of starting to dig back into the ground from which they came, but they're not fully buried yet.
I'm coming behind you, buddy.
Would you say that I could creep down to the bottom area of the stairs right here and smack the crap out of this one?
Make a stealth check.
Okay. Oh, that's a nat 20.
You're super stealthy. That's a
24 total there.
As a random barbarian will be. Go for it. Smack him.
I am going to try to hit him with my battle axe. That is an 18 to hit.
I'm pretty sure yeah, that hits.
Two-handed is a D10. That is 9 damage. Slashing, right? Yeah. And it is magical damage, if that matters.
Okay. Alrighty, then I guess we'll start initiative from here. Everybody roll your initiative.
Ragnar got a 16.
15 from Koras.
Yeah, I've got my usual 3.
I have no idea where Lonathar is even on the map, so he's just gone.
I'm like outside the steps, I thought.
I see you and I see Koras, but I don't see. Oh wait. Oh, there you are. I had to scroll over. Okay. Let me.
I've used my
Stupid
ability
skeletons.
to hide from GM.
No kidding.
Ability.
Can I take a step forward so Korath can get in here?
You sure? Go for it.
That doesn't count like as initiative or anything, does it?
Nah, I won't. Sure. Getting all the skeletons initiative because there's a bunch of them.
Just looks to be a bunch less.
Still the middle of the night, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Maybe there'll be 4 more skeletons.
Possibly.
Are they gonna steal our skin like after we die?
I don't think they're Buffalo Bills, so
I'm so mad that not one of these skeletons rolled lower than me. I always roll the lowest.
Welcome to our game, folks.
Everybody just gets their asses beat until you somehow win. Okay, the first up to go
Until we run
is
away.
the skeleton right here, and he's gonna move over to you and take a swipe at your Ragnar with his short sword. That's a 14 to hit.
That is gonna miss.
Awesome. Next up is the skeleton behind him, and he's gonna take out threw my dice across the room. He's gonna take out a short bow and fire an arrow at you, and for a 17.
That's gonna miss as well.
Nice. Now your turn again.
My barbarian has good AC with no armor on. I am going to go after this one I hit here again and see if I can get rid of him. That is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, my D10 again. Oh, hell yes. That is 14 damage.
He didn't have that much left. So you just hit him with your axe, and he crumbles to the ground in a pile of bones, as you would expect.
This is nothing. I haven't even gotten mad yet. And that's my turn.
Okay. Korast.
Yay. So I need a dexterity saving, from this one.
Okay. Okay. Dexterity save. Nah, that's a 7.
So he will take 2d8 radiant damage from Sacred Flame.
Sweet. The first time this has actually worked.
It is.
Congratulations.
Woo! So that's 8 damage.
And that's in the history of Sacred Flame.
Yeah.
It's the history of Sacred Flame. It's never worked.
Your secret phrase
And
is
it's
like me trying to throw one of my javelins.
Yeah, you've only hit with one javelin, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
All right. You going to do anything else there, Korast?
I cannot do anything else at this moment.
Okay. Next up is this skeleton right here, and he's gonna take out a bow and take a shot at Ordenthek at the top of the stairs. For a miss, that's only a 12. So that doesn't hit Ordenthek, I know for sure. Then this skeleton is gonna walk up. Whoops, not make him bigger. Walk up here and take a swipe at take out a short sword and swing at Ragnar for a 7. These skeletons. I'm not rolling well today. Good for you guys.
You got my Strahd dice curse now. Ha
And then this one's gonna take out his bow and shoot at Ordenthek at the top of the stairs for another goddamn 7.
Nice. You're
All
only
right,
good at
Lauren,
rolling when you're killing children.
or beating you with something that is way above your level to begin with. Yeah, I don't. Well, you're probably
Okay,
at the 10. Can you? You're gonna jump down.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump down to here actually.
Okay.
And go to here. I don't know if that counts as a flank with Ordenthek, because it kind of is diagonally.
I'll say YOLO. YOLO. Just go for it.
Okay, use my elven accuracy, and I'm gonna backstab a skeleton with a rapier. This usually doesn't work. So... Did that only roll once, or did that roll twice?
You rolled twice, but you 2 out of 3, so you got one more roll.
Okay. So I got one more.
It's like it's like you're hitting regardless.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that 11 damage though.
Okay. This one is.
And do I get sneak attack on them?
You don't even have to. The 11 was enough.
Okay.
It's like if you wanted to roll for it, you can to obliterate a skeleton, but you don't have to. Gee, puppies. So next up is this skeleton here, and he's gonna walk up to you, Laurenthar, and try to hit you with his sword. Does he? No, he does not. He can. None of these skeletons can hit. All right, Dragonborn Paladin.
I'm going to jump
So
down
I killed
here.
this one here, right?
Oh no, you killed another one. Another one moved into its place.
Okay.
I'm going to jump over the railings, and then I'm going to hit this one twice.
Goof. Which one are you hitting?
This one here.
Okay, the one to the left. Gotcha.
Okay, first hit is 24.
That would hit, but sure. So roll your damage for it.
Uh, 11 damage.
Is that bludgeoning, piercing, slashing? Oh wait, your sword, right?
Yeah, it's slashing.
Okay. So minus 11. All right, and then take your second attack.
All right. Sorry.
That's fine. You don't need the character sheet.
There we go.
That also hits, and you can do more than 2 damage. So that skeleton's dead for sure. So you all just have pretty much obliterated 3 skeletons without even breaking a sweat. Next up to go is the first skeleton again. He's gonna take another swipe at you, Ragnar. No, he
Does he
ain't.
get disadvantage because I'm right here?
Yes, but it ain't mattering anyway. Next is this one in the back, and he's gonna shoot at Ragnar. And since you're even for range attacks, do they get disadvantage or is it melee only?
I'm pretty sure it's all of it. Let me check. Fighting style protection. It just says disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay, so at disadvantage, it'd be an 18 to hit.
That actually hits.
Thank God. It's a short bow. It's a D.
That hits right on my armor class, actually.
For 5 piercing damage.
All right. Alrighty.
Okay. Next up, Ragnar.
I think Ragnar's kind of, because he finally got hit, even though it wasn't hardly any damage. He finally starts like breathing heavy and seething, and he's gonna. You guys are gonna notice all his tattoos begin to change, and you can almost hear the sound of his teeth squeaking as he's clenching his teeth super hard, and he's gonna go into rage. And this one back here is the one that hit him, right?
Yeah, the one. Yeah, in the back.
This one hasn't hit him though, right?
No.
Okay.
No. The only one that has had a successful hit is the one in the behind him.
I'm going to be fully focused on this guy, but I obviously know that I need to take out the guy in front of him first. So, with my eyes locked on this skeleton, I'm going to attack the one directly in front of me.
Okay.
That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. That is 8 damage.
Okay.
And as I hit him, these ghostly specters come flowing out of the bottom of my axe and start surrounding him and waving about in his face and swinging weapons at him. They don't actually damage him, but if he tries to attack anyone but me, that he'll have disadvantage.
Okay. So the one that you hit would have disadvantage.
Yeah.
If you text me. Okay. All right, Korest.
All right. I'm going to move down here and attack this one with my mace.
Okay, making your attack roll.
Does a 13 hit?
That is exactly what you need.
Oof. And that is for 8 damage.
Okay. You go to attack the skeleton, and you just feel like you're doing a shitload of damage because they're vulnerable to bludgeoning damage. You just utterly annihilate this skeleton and just lop its head off.
Skull just shatters everywhere on the wall.
So yeah, you did double your damage there. Next up to go is another skeleton. And this one to the left of Ragnar is gonna try to attack Ordenthek. Okay, that's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yay.
You did it.
Yay. For a 6 piercing damage.
Yeah, you killed Ordenthek.
Oh, I'm dead now.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I barely got a scratch on me.
Next up is the one here. He's gonna take a short bow to shoot at Ragnar and miss because that's a 16. Man, not rolling great. All right, Larnther, kill another skeleton.
No idea what I was worried about.
Are they weak?
Okay, I'll go here, I guess, and attack this one between me and Ordenthek. because I always try to maximize my advantage.
You rolled 4 times. But
Yeah,
one of the 7s would, or one of the 7 piercing damage would hit.
Yep.
So -7. Oh, you do your sneak attack damage too?
Am I gonna add some sneak attack? So that's 17 altogether.
No, that's enough to kill this guy. Nice, you killed another skeleton. All right, Orden.
I will come down here and I'll leave those guys over there to Ragnar, and I will attack this one here with my multi-attack.
Okay,
First one is 16 to hit.
that hits.
And 8 damage.
Okay.
Is he still up?
Yes.
Dang, I was really hoping I could down it in one. Hold on.
Well, you
Second
have
one
to
is-
do you have to do 13 to down it in one.
Oh, that is 28, nat 20.
Well, it's no more. You destroyed another skeleton.
Okay.
There's no way it was living.
I need a sound effect of the
That was a waste of a.
Skyrim's clattering to the ground.
Oh yeah, that was a waste of a crit. So I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I always
Alright.
find it when people get so excited when they roll a 20 on initiative. It's like, I'd rather roll a 20 to hit than on initiative.
Next
To
up
make up
is
for the fact that I got a 3.
the skeleton in front of Ragnar, and he's still fixed on you, Ragnar. And that's a 19 to hit
That'll hit.
for 3 piercing damage.
You round up or round down, because that'll be halved because I'm raging.
Down. So it'd be probably 1.
All right. That was nothing. Try again.
And then the one behind it is gonna. Yeah, what's he gonna do? Oh, screw it. He's gonna move here and attack Laurenthar for a 16.
Oh, I'm too pretty.
16 to
Wait,
hit.
What about disadvantage?
That hits
Oh,
barely.
disadvantage. Well, at disadvantage. Never mind, he
Okay.
misses.
Oh,
Ragnar, your turn again. These skeletons are easy.
I'm gonna try to take out this piece of trash.
The first easy conflict you have had the entire.
I'm gonna attack recklessly and I believe miss. That's a 12 to hit.
Yes, is that at advantage?
Recklessly attacked, yeah, and rolled twice.
Nice.
So, Ragnar is as much as he hates it because it was only a small amount of damage. He's surprised that the skeleton's actually hitting now and just barely whiffs.
All right, Korast.
Okay, he will move further down the stairs, and I need a dexterity throw from this one.
They're not
Try
dexterous,
again.
so it. Never mind. That's a nat 20. So it passes.
So that carries on.
Korast is a one-hit wonder.
The
curse is
sacred
back.
flame. The sacred flame. All right, Laurenthar.
Curse of Sacred Flame.
Alright, I'm going to, what Ragnar can handle. Oops, did I disappear somehow?
You went under the other skeleton, so I'll just move you out, and you can move from there.
Alright, so I'm going to, oh, I can't
Well,
go where I want to go.
you were there, so I moved you back to where you were.
Yep, so, what do I want to do? You know what? I guess I'll just take this dude out here. Because that's the only one I can get for sneak attack on. And it just doesn't feel right to attack it normally.
Unless you had to.
I don't know
You
how many
hit.
times that rolled this time.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, definitely
so-
hit, and it did not even have 12 damage, 12 health left, so that one attack kills it.
Right, and then I'll use my my roguish action to withdraw.
Okay.
You're just hiding behind me now.
Yeah, to disengage. Your turn, Ordenthek.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and attack that one because it's the only one left, and I'm sorry, Ragnar. 23 to hit.
Yup.
And 8 damage.
Okay, attack again.
17 to hit.
Yup.
And 12 damage.
Okay, you are now out of initiative.
All right, that was pretty easy.
Ragnar is going to, like, his rage isn't quite over yet. He's gonna jump down the last couple steps and then leap on top of this pile of bones and just start slamming away with his axe. As he's doing so, you start to see, he's screaming and yelling, and you start to see his tattoos start to go back to normal, and he... That was my kill.
I know, I'm sorry. I thought about just letting it pass, but I thought it might hurt someone, so it would be easier to just kill it.
That still counts as mine, and he's going to walk over to the door.
It still counts.
Still counts as mine. Yeah, and you can obviously still see blatant tracks in the dirt leading over to what looks like a wall.
Oh, I thought it was an actual door. So if it looks like a wall, then I'll start searching to see if I can open it, because obviously there's a path here.
Just break it.
No ability check is required to locate the door, and it pivots open if you press on it.
I'll make sure there's no traps before pressing on it.
Yeah, go ahead and search for traps.
Oh, cool. That is a 7.
You don't find any traps.
I'll shoulder it and push it open.
You easily push it open because it's not locked in any way, shape, or form. And you find a room full of people wearing cultist robes.
Ah, shit.
Oh, no.
With a circle and a pentagram there. Okay, let me read it. Flickering candles and iron holders fill this room with light and shadows. This room has a 10-foot high ceiling and a large black pentagram inscribed on the stone floor. At each point of the pentagram rests a wooden chair. Seated in 4 of the 5 chairs are men and women in black robes with hoods. A young man who has the face of an angel, a balding hulk of a man, a squat middle-aged woman, and a taller, younger woman with an unsettling glare. They all rise to confront you.
Yeah,
and
sorry,
this chair, it is currently looks empty.
When you say they rise to confront us...
They get out of their chairs and are looking at you.
Pizza's here.
How would you describe the way they're looking at us?
Surprised that you're here, but also not happy you're here because they know you're not friendly to them, or at least they don't think you're friendly to them.
Is there any hands flashing for weapons or anything?
They have them ready. Like they're if they need to, they would be, yes.
Koras would like to persuade them that we are just kind followers.
How are you going to do so?
He's just going to say, sorry, guys, just late to the party. Yeah, we got held up, some guards, they were dicks, like, just a whole kerfuffle over there. Came as fast as we could, didn't get the invite until really late, so sorry again. And he's going to, can I try squeeze into the room?
Yeah, you can move in. You can move past Ragnar.
Okay, and he just goes to sit on the chair. Just like,
No.
sorry.
Dang it, that's what I was fixing to do.
Oh, no. The one thing you didn't have to.
Give me 1 second. I have to move you away because there's something in the chair.
Great.
Does he sit on the invisible demon?
Yup, it's exactly what he did. As you go to sit down in the chair, you would see a little imp jump off the chair and be like, "Hey, watch where you're sitting, you big ugly oaf!"
Oh, sorry about that, my guy.
And then one of the cultists respond with, "What are you all doing here? Who are you?"
Well, as you can see, I'm a half orc. I'm beautiful, and none need to praise me. So,
I'm gonna pipe up and say he is.
thank you over there, my dragonborn friend. So, yeah, we've been told to come here for we don't know what reason for. We've just been told by Strahd. Like,
Are you wanting to persuade or just deceive? Because make either of those checks.
deception check. That is a 17.
Pretty good. It's pretty good. What do they have for?
Can I look
Yeah,
over
they fail.
at Borden and catch his eyes and like turn my eyes towards like this area over here behind this other cultist? Hopefully kind of giving him a certain signal that Ragnar wouldn't want to say out loud.
Yeah, he's gonna like slowly start moving over there while Koras is distracting them.
Mm-hmm. The imp starts backing away into the corner because he doesn't like the way you guys look. And one of the female cultists now standing over here is gonna be like, if Strahd sent you, where are your robes and identifications to prove so? Nobody was supposed to know about this this meeting here.
Ragnar's gonna
Oh my god.
like he's wearing like basically a loincloth, so he doesn't have like a collar to pull down, but he's gonna reach up and like touch his shoulder and stretch his neck out where the bite marks would be and just show where he got bit before. I don't even think Strahd's the one that bit me, but he's just gonna show it as if Strahd's the one that bit him. Here's
Do
my
you
mark
guys
right here.
not remember me saying that we had a little kerfuffle with the guards? Do you have like short-term memory loss or something?
That doesn't explain why you don't have your robes. You'd still have your robes.
Well, most of us are kind of an abnormal build.
Your robe.
If they would have found robes on us, then obviously we would have got in trouble. So we don't have them.
And one of the cultists is gonna be like, wait. What do you mean a kerfuffle with the guards? We all know that most of the town guard was wiped out at the coffin maker's house. There's no way. You
There's
weren't
a way.
there.
That was us.
Wouldn't you call that a bit of a
There's-
kerfuffle?
You weren't there. I know you weren't there.
Ragnar
dare
will
you-
start like
Dare you question me?
Ragnar will start like describing like maybe two or three of the guards that had like weird scars or something. You know, we're obviously from out of town, so we wouldn't know the town guard very well. He's going to describe like, you know, maybe one had a scar on the cheek or something like that. Stuff that would identify them as, you know, something that not everybody has.
Which one is doing the like the questioning?
The female in the back, or one of the two females in the back.
I'm gonna like
Yeah.
just puff myself up to like as high as I can and be like, who do you think you are to question us, true followers of Strahd?
Give me your manager.
All right, Karen.
I'm going to like I'm gonna look at her like I'm just gonna puff my up to my full elven height. Which I guess I'm really tall because I'm from Forgotten Realms and elves aren't short there.
And she's gonna respond with she says her name, it's some Valakian name that I don't feel like looking up because it's not given a name. And she's gonna be like, we're here doing the ritual that to help summon Strahd into Valakai. Lady Watcher is set to take over the town after Baron Vargas's accident. We weren't supposed to have any extra visitors or extra companions, so to speak.
I'm going to say, oh yes, Lady Watcher. She has proven herself unworthy. I'm going to take out like my little hand and like make a thumb slip across my neck. She's been replaced by the new Dark Lady.
New Dark Lady.
Ragnar
Yes.
looks around at all of us,
The new Dark Lady, Ragnar Oakenshield.
Oakenbeard. And they're all just gonna not have any more of it, and they're gonna draw their swords. Draw their weapons.
Okay, I'm gonna stab this guy on the surprise round then, because I had.
I was gonna ask,
Yeah.
is this guy? Has this person stood up, or is this still sitting?
Yeah, they're all stood up.
Okay.
They stood up when you entered.
All right.
And
Well,
then
it was
and
fun
also
while it
the imp is also gonna go back. Is gonna go invisible again. He wants none of this. But yeah, go ahead and do your surprise attack.
Okay. I'm flanking with Ragnar, so I'm gonna take my attack on that one. Like my character sheet loads. Hopefully I only rolled 3 times. Oh, that's a crit on 1. I'll take that one.
Yeah, he's so dead.
There's
I have conflict in my brain between the monster manual's HP for these and what the module says their HP is. So they're different, and I don't know why.
Take whichever one's lowest.
Probably rolled it instead of just taking
That's the thing. The one that's lowest is a good 4 times lower than what it should be. That cultist is just you stabbed him right in the back of the neck.
Is set to meat grinder mode.
Yup.
Yep. And I'm gonna use my bonus action to use my Ghost Strike. I get to roll 2d6 on somebody
Like the book
else.
says they're cult fanatics, but in the module they have the HP of just a regular old cultist. So I'll just make them regular old cultists then.
I guess I'll do this chick back here in the corner. Do this. I guess it didn't pull up the die, but it goes 2d6 on him. So that one in the
over
back
here.
takes,
Yeah.
Unless I can target the imp, which I don't think I can.
Yeah, he went invisible.
So 5 damage to the one in the back.
Okay. And then everybody roll for initiative, because this will be an easy call.
I got a nat 1 for a total of 4. So
Hell yeah.
I'm taking Orden's
I
spot.
got a
Awesome.
9.
I can literally
Or-
not roll lower than that.
What'd you get, Ray?
I got a 15.
What did they have? +1 to Dex. You'll be
Fortunately,
happy
you're
though
gonna
that they rolled lower, or one of them did. There's 3 cultists remaining, and all of them are gonna die before they even get a turn.
Good. They knew
All
what
right.
they were signing up for.
Larenthar, murder another one.
Alright, up here, maximize my sneak attackaging. Just a second. I should just roll dice normally. Probably be faster.
You rolled 4 times? Oh no, well, the first one was initiative. So yeah, you rolled 3.
Yeah, so I guess I'll take that 17. The 23.
So it'd be 10 damage, and then roll. You don't even need to roll sneak attack again because that's just another dead
Okay.
cultist. All right, Ordenthek.
I'll move right over here, and I'll take this one that hasn't been hit yet.
Yeah, okay.
First one is 26 to hit.
That hits.
For 8 points of damage.
Jeez,
Okay.
what is your modifier if you got a 26 to hit and you didn't get a crit?
My modifier is really good, man. Second is...
I'm a
Wait,
barbarian and I have
how?
a +6 modifier.
How is your modifier +8?
Oh, shoot.
Oh no,
I'm sorry, I
+8
typed
makes
in the wrong
sense.
thing.
But well, +8 does somewhat make sense if you have 20 strength, I guess. And
Yeah,
even then,
but...
it'd be a +7 to hit.
What is it?
Because
Yeah,
what's your
that's what I
strength?
was wondering, because I'm a barbarian with a 19 strength and I still have a +6 to hit.
Derek, we are level. Derek, we're level 5, so our
So yeah,
proficiency
proficiency is
level 3.
+3. So
Oh,
do you have a 20 strength, Orden?
21 strength.
Doesn't it max at 20?
Oh, maybe? I don't know.
I'm
I'm
pretty
not
sure
sure. That's the way the dice
characters
cloud
only
did it.
characters max at 20
Okay, cool.
without unless
was-
they have an item.
Yeah. My second attack would be 11 to hit.
That still hits. Actually, no, it doesn't. That misses.
Cool.
It's like you can fix your modifier now, but that would have hit either way, even with the lower modifier.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, the cultist gets a turn. Oh, well, this one cultist gets a turn. Okay, Kevin says the modifiers should be fine. This cultist is going to run up and get it behind you, Ordenthek, and hopefully get advantage or at least do something to you. And he's going to make an attack with a scimitar. 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
It's not going to do that much damage, though. Well, it's max damage. 7 slashing damage.
That's still not much.
No, it's not. And that was max damage. Karast!
Woo! So yeah, I'll just go over here and smash him. Well, her with my mace. That's a 25 to hit.
Oh, yeah, she. And do you do a minimum of 4 damage?
I do 7 damage.
Minimum? But yeah,
Yeah.
she's probably dead.
Yeah.
My minimum is 6, 7, 8, 9.
Nice. Okay, next up, Ragnar.
seeing how this is probably going to be a terrible idea for me, but seeing how this battle is going relatively easy so far, other than the one slash that Orden got, and that person's already taken out, I'm just going to, like, with my axe on my shoulder, casually walk over here, kick the chair out of the way, and then step by this guy, or girl, or whatever, and try to take them out. I'm going to recklessly attack it. That is a 24 to hit.
Let me ask again. Do you do a minimum of 1 damage?
I do a minimum of 5.
You are now out of initiative again, and there may or may not be an imp still in the room, but you do not know.
Last time we seen it, it was over in this corner, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna walk over there and just start swinging my axe in that corner.
I'm gonna move over here and close the door.
You can do so, Ragnar. You don't hear any cries of pain or terror. You're just swinging at air.
Orden, can't you like sense these things?
Maybe. Let me see if that will work. Yeah, I can do that. I'm going to use my divine sense. I can sense any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet, as long as you're not behind total cover.
Since you closed the door, he's behind total cover.
Oh my god. Should I open the door and try again?
How many times can you use that ability?
I can use it 5, and I've only used it twice.
Okay, you can open the door again and use the ability.
I thought I was being so smart by closing the door.
You can now sense him, and you can feel his presence, like running towards the door and start like exiting.
Koros is going to use thaumaturgy to close the door.
Then he's going to run on to the other door, go up the steps.
Koros does the same thing.
With thaumaturgy, you can open and close all doors, I think, at the same time.
Well, then he does that.
This door right here is already closed.
And he's
Come
just
out, you
gonna.
little shit.
And Gordon, you will sense that his presence is in a corner, like in the corner over here, trying to hide because he's terrified.
Yeah, I can only smell it, so I'm gonna like point to you guys where it is.
Where is it, Arden?
Derek, can you ping where it is again?
The top right corner of the basement.
Okay, I'll point right over here then.
Get the fucker. Koros swings his mace.
You literally want just attacking his ass.
20 hit. Does 20 hit?
Yeah.
While they're doing that, I'm just gonna check the pockets of all the cultists.
9 damage.
Well, he's no longer invisible. Oops.
Ragnar wants.
He's gonna, and he's just gonna. You hit him. He's gonna become visible again, and he's just gonna be in like a fetal position, looking up at you, going, "Have mercy! Have mercy! Don't kill me, please!"
Ragnar's gonna dive off the top of this banister on top of him and try to pin him down.
Are you gonna like jump off like the ladder?
No, we can keep him as a pet.
Watch out! Watch out!
I only want to instill fear in him.
Make an attack roll to grab him.
It's a 15 on the die.
Oh yeah, they're dead. Yeah, you grab the little bastard.
Oh no.
I'm just holding him there. Like I'm not trying to kill him yet or anything like that.
Like imps are weak. There's no way he's breaking out of your grips. He's just like, mercy, please, mercy.
What do you say about joining us then?
It's a really bad idea.
I don't think we want him to join us, but
No?
I would like to know what was going on down there.
Just doing a ritual. We were just doing a ritual to aid Master Strahd. What do you think we were doing?
You know, see, it's the fact that you were doing a ritual to aid Strahd that was kind of our problem.
What do you want from me? I'm weak. Don't hurt me.
Koros just pokes him.
Ragnar's gonna reach down to where his heavy crossbow's at, and he's gonna pull like a bolt from it. And as he said, they were doing a ritual to help Strahd. unless somebody catches him and stops him, he's just gonna try to jam this bolt into this thing's head.
I don't think
guess he said-
anybody is stopping you, and you're Gary. You killed this imp. Imp's dead.
Koras is, since
And
he's the
nothing
only
is
one
on
there.
you.
There's a cultist have on him.
Since Koras is the only one there, he probably starts to notice that Ragnar's when the imp said that. Usually when Ragnar goes into rage, like his tattoos like not slowly change, but you can notice some shifting as he's getting mad. It was like an instant. As soon as he said that about Strahd, like all of his tattoos were different. And as he plunges this dart in there and starts to pull it back out, you notice that they're all fading back to where they were before.
What do these cultists have on them, by the way?
Probably just a couple silver each, not a whole lot.
Do they have
So
those like
you-
identity things?
There'd be 8 silver total.
I'm pocketing that, but I'm also going to take out my forger kit, and I'm going to write a little note saying that these people were sent to kill the Watcher family on behest of Lord Strahd, and put it in like the pocket of the leader.
Make a forgery check, which you have advantage with.
Okay, this deck's right.
I think
it's
it's kit.
I don't know what the skill is for forgery.
Let me see. Oops. Wouldn't it? Let me see.
Sorry. The modifier that gets added
It's just
to
your proficiency.
No, yes, but yeah, Derek, the modifier that gets added to a tool proficiency is entirely up to you as the GM, whatever is.
Hey.
You could have like a thieves' tools check with intelligence instead of dexterity, for instance. It's down to you to decide what the relevant ability modifier would be.
What would a relevant ability modifier be for writing? Would that still be Dex?
Dexterity, yeah.
So yeah,
No, that's-
make it. Yeah, it makes
'cause
sense.
Yeah, because it's about steady hand and copying, isn't it? So, which seems right for it to be a dexterity based thing.
So yeah, make it dexterity base and you're proficient in it. So
Okay, so 16.
okay. I'll make note of that.
I'm gonna roll it up, and I'm gonna make like a fake. I'm gonna put some wax on it, and we've already seen the one letter written by Strahd, so we know what his seal looks like. And in the house, the Durst family.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll it up and put the seal on it and have it all look official and have it. The seal's gonna be broken because she's obviously read it, but it's gonna be like that, and I'm gonna put it in her pocket and be like, "Okay, guys, let's go home."
I'm gonna go over to Ragnar and make sure he's okay.
Question: would Ragnar
Answer.
know that if anything about this symbol on the floor, like if it's used for summoning anything, or if it's used for rituals or anything like that, or if it's just decoration because they're evil cultists?
Make an Arcana check.
11.
You couldn't quite tell. It looks like it's a pentagram.
What is it? Is it like carved into the floor? Is it like chalk or blood or charcoal or?
It's inscribed onto the stone floor, so yeah, it's permanent.
Can Koros do a religion check on him?
Are these?
Sure.
Are these hanging from the ceiling, or are these like Like iron
They're
candlesticks, or
they're I think they're. Where'd it go? They're
That is a 16.
candles in iron holders, so they're on the ground.
perfect.
And you said that was a 16.
Yep.
You get the sense that there is nothing magical about this pentagram. It's just a pentagram drawn onto the floor or etched into the floor.
Ragnar's gonna make his way over, probably to this one behind him here, and just like swipe his hand to knock the candles off, and he's gonna try to pick it up and upend it, and try to turn and use it to slam into these, like the floor where this line is, just to start breaking up this symbol.
Dude, you do know this does nothing.
Us.
Completely irrelevant.
They were using it for a ceremony, weren't they? Are you sure it doesn't do anything?
I am sure it does absolutely fuck all.
Come on, buddy. Let's go get some sleep.
He'll just drop the candelabra or whatever it is, and as long as you're sure. But I promise you, if something happens and we find out it's from this, I will not be happy.
Well, you can not be happy then. Let's just go.
Ragnar, you're never happy.
Koros high fives Arden.
That's not true.
He's happy when he's with his brother.
Oh, too soon.
I'll be happy when Strahd's dead.
Let's make that sooner rather than later.
Okay, we're waiting for Laurenthar to come back. I think he went to get a drink. So if anybody wants to go get a drink as well, you can.
You want to go
Or
ahead
get up
and
to use the bathroom.
take a bio break real quick?
Take a little potty break or 5-minute break. Everybody can if they want.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, everybody. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. everyone. We are back from our break.
Okay, you probably just had the easiest 2 conflicts that you'll ever have in this module.
Now time for Strahd to show up.
Mwahaha.
I don't know. Poking the wolves with the javelin was pretty easy.
True. All right, so what's the game plan for y'all?
We're probably going back to the church, right?
Back to the church to have a nap. And by nap, I mean 6 to 8 hour rest.
When we get back, I can take first watch.
Okay, I'm gonna take that trap chest that I had the key to, and that's where I'm gonna keep my stuff from now on.
Okay.
On the way back, I will hit up you guys and ask if you have any potion bottles that are empty.
Nope.
We haven't found a single potion yet, have we?
No, Urston did.
Oh yeah.
Probably still with him.
He's got the empty bottle and the full one.
He has everything.
That guy ran off with everything, didn't he?
Didn't he have a cloak of protection too?
Yup,
Yes,
that's
he
the
did.
one magic item that you had.
That'd be really nice to have right now to give me a 19 AC.
Considering you're wearing nothing else but a loincloth.
You better believe he will be using it if he ever shows up.
Big if.
Okay, so you should all be back at the church, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's when Koras needs to use his sacred flame to burn the cloak away.
That'll be your redemption moment.
Okay, you're all back at the church. The doors are closed. It's probably 11:30, 12 o'clock, and close to midnight.
Koras is going to make a bed.
Before y'all walk in, Kevin, are y'all still awake, or would you think everybody's still awake, or has everybody gone to bed, including you?
I reckon Irina and Isma have gone to settle down.
Oh, they'd probably be in the same room.
Yeah, or probably sleeping on a pew or something together with a blanket. And if the group walk in, Derek,
and then the nobles are together.
Say that again, sorry.
The priest and the the altar boy and the graveskeeper would be in the same room as a French church would have.
Yeah, I imagine.
You and your French church, man.
You didn't hear about that?
I heard about it because of you.
The French church finally admitted that over the last 50, 60 years, they've probably had 3,000 bad in embraces with the children.
Yeah, like I said, I only knew about that because of you.
Yeah, as the group walk in, they would see Derek pacing up and down a little bit. Yes, and he had the shock of his life. He did. No, not quite the right punchline. I need to nail that. And he's probably pacing like this as you open the door, and he's probably caught in that moment where he's trying to nail that punchline properly. And he'd turn and look at the group as they walk in. Yes, you have returned, I see. Shh. Our guests are sleeping, of course. Us guests? Not quite right, is it, then? I mean, we are guests as well. Our child, shall we say, are sleeping. Did all go well with your foyer into the night?
Carry in my 2 chests. Be like, oh yeah, sure. I just I'll carry him in and plop him down by the pew.
Do you want to move your token?
Nah.
So you just want to? It's you still want to you want to plop it by the pew outside.
Nah, I do it, possibly, I don't know. Oh, hello. Oh, it was fine.
Ragnar
Thanks
is
for high
going
five.
to walk up past Derek and pat him on the shoulder. I see you don't have any black eyes from Ismark. I guess you didn't try too much with Irina. And he's just gonna walk up here to one of these pews that really aren't broken, even though our map shows they are. And he's
the
gonna
map
lay down
shows
on
they're
one.
broken, but they are not broken in this church. This is just the only church in the picture in the module.
No, I don't know what you were implying, Master Dwarf. And he straightens up his jacket, stands up a little bit straighter.
You just
Derek,
hear
I can
like
watch it.
a
I can watch
loud
the
laugh
church
from
if you want
Ragnar.
to. I can watch the church if you want to get some sleep.
You see, I am a little bit weary about sleeping at times. I'm fine, but maybe.
Or you can stay up with me. It's fine. And I'm gonna move over to the altar to make sure, like, I'm keeping a good eye on everything that's happening around.
You see that he gets a book out, and he starts reading it, and he continues pacing, and you can hear him whispering to himself, and he's trying to, no, as he continues.
Derek, do you happen to have any potion bottles or vials that you're not using?
I don't believe I've not really had much need for potion bottles. Liquor bottles, I've had some in the past, yes, but I don't appear to have any in my belongings.
That's fair. I was just gonna make some holy water if anyone had an empty vial.
If it is indeed fire that we're dealing with, it's something very useful. What is required for such a thing?
Oh, I can show you. You only, well, not right now, but you only need something to put it in.
Oh.
Oh, Derek, I've got a water skin. Could I use that?
Sure, if it's empty.
Yeah.
Or if you
I
wanted to
will.
bless the water in the water skin, you just wouldn't be able to drink from it anymore.
I'm fine with that. I will use meditation to get my ceremony spell back, and then I will use bless water ceremony, which takes an hour to bless the water.
Dragonborns only drink fire anyways. Or fire water.
It's true.
Fire, water. Hell yeah.
Water is actually toxic to dragonborns.
Is it really?
No, I made that up.
I was about to say, that
I'm
sounds like
surprised you
bullshit.
fell.
That
Hey.
sounds like bullshit.
Hey Derek, if you say
Yeah, I was
orange
surprised
really
you fell for
slow, it sounds like gullible.
Gotcha.
Ragnar
Alright,
is
carry on.
snoring loudly in the pew that he laid down on.
So what's Koras and Lawrence are going to be doing? Are they both taking rest or slash meditating or what?
Yeah, I'll take the second watch after Arden.
Okay. Nothing really happens throughout the night. It's uneventful as the church is blessed by the bones of Saint Angela that you had had returned. Nothing, no vampires can get in or anything of that matter. And it comes to little bit before dawn, so it's probably 6:30 ish in the morning. You get your full rest. Everybody's nice and healed.
What a beautiful rest.
I finally get my max HP.
What a wonderful day to have a curse. A
It's
beautiful day
always a
to have a
wonderful
curse.
day. It's always a beautiful day to have a curse.
Yeah.
Ismark and Irina come out of the room, as well as does the priest. The priest goes up to the altar. Oh, good morning, everybody. How'd we all sleep? I hope decent. I know the pews here aren't the most comfortable things to sleep on.
You just
Oh, it
hear.
was perfect.
You just hear. Still going on from Ragnar's pew.
Thank you for letting us stay here, Father.
It's my pleasure. I wish I could do more than just giving you a place to stay. You've done so much for me, for us in the town of Valaki.
Wait, Father. Can you show him the other part?
You sound like a robot.
Yep, very robot.
I can't help that.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
but
a
I
little
can try
bad.
to make it not a robot. But say, well, what do you make of these? And I show him the bones from the house.
Let's see, what bones were they again?
Anything about these?
Did we lose him?
We might have.
His icon's flashing, but there's no audio coming through.
There.
There we go.
Probably I asked what do you know about the bones to the father.
He responds with, whose bones are those? I have no recollection of any other specific bones lying around in Valaki. I have no knowledge of them.
Found him laying around. We figured that we had to take him. That this is the place next to the cemetery, so I guess this was the place to take him. I mean,
You can always, I'd be gratefully willing to lay the bones at rest. I know they're nameless as of right now, but I'd be more than willing to make a grave for them. No,
well, you don't
no
know how to
person
do any
deserves to
sort
be.
of,
Go ahead.
well, you don't know how to do any like that priestly stuff where they can ask them who they are and stuff, right? I thought priests could do stuff like that.
He can bless them and do a funeral if that's what you're asking.
But does he not know the spell speak with dead?
Let me see. Do priests know that in D&D? Dispel magic, spirit guardian, lesser restoration, spiritual weapon, cure wounds, guiding bolt. Nope, no speak with dead.
Oh, it used to be a spell.
So
I think it is, but it's not one they know.
So me as a player thinks that this has something to do with Strahd, but I don't know if Ragnar would. But I'm wondering if I cast Detect Good and Evil, if these were connected to Strahd in some way, if they would resonate with evil, or if it's just bones. I don't have Detect Magic, but I have the Detect Good and Evil.
You would detect that, like, if you used Detect Good and Evil on the bones, you would detect that they were good.
Looking it up to see. to make sure it would be worth it.
Say, Father, you don't know if there's any wizards in town, do you?
None that he knows of.
Do you think your friend from the bar might be a wizard? He was wearing very funny clothing.
So Derek, I'll go ahead and cast it and use the spell slot, but the only thing that it does for objects is tell me if they are magically consecrated or desecrated.
They were desecrated.
I'll let everybody know. It appears to be that these bones have been desecrated.
Well, that's not good.
So what do we do with them?
It'd probably be best to put them to rest.
Yep.
Weren't these bones marked as like there's a book saying they were the bones of what's his name, Ivanid Ilsania, who was like the guy who
No,
destroyed Strahd?
that was the bones are of Leo Delisnia, yes, but I don't think you weren't able to identify them. I just gave you that information just in case it comes further down the road and you need to remember, because I know I won't remember.
So if these are desecrated, what would we have to do to remove that?
Do you think the priest could?
Probably just blessing them and laying them to rest, putting the body to rest.
I'll tell the priest that that they need to be that they've been desecrated and we need to fix that and lay them to rest.
He would gladly oblige him and say, there should be enough time in today to do a quick burial ceremony. And he calls over to the graveskeeper boy, who's not going to be in his room anymore, but I'm just doing something else. He comes out, young one, go prepare one of the unoccupied graves in the graveyard at once. We have a burial to do today. And the young boy would run out.
These are not to be stolen. So what are we doing till the bonfire festival? I mean, the Sun Festival?
Well, it's tonight, isn't it? So no
You
clue.
probably shouldn't be out at night.
They probably shouldn't be having a Sun Festival at night, but no one else seems to have a problem with that.
Let
And
them have their custom.
if we're in this town, we're supposedly going to be forced or required to attend the festival. So we've either got to leave or we've got to find something to do until then. All right,
Maybe
you're
we
also
should
full of good ideas.
Maybe we should just look around a little bit more and see if we can find Urston. I know we've done that, but at this point, what can we do?
Maybe find a blacksmith and silver some weapons.
We've already talked to someone. They said the blacksmith here couldn't do anything like that.
Oh yeah. I'm out of ideas.
I still think we should go to that festival just to make sure Erston isn't there.
Whoops. Accidentally hit the close screen, but I didn't end the stream. Ragnar says, I'd agree with you if we're staying in town, but that's what, 6 o'clock in the morning? We've got to find something to do for the rest of the day.
Derek, what time is that at?
Probably 12 hours from now, dusk.
Okay,
That's at
cool.
night when the sun's gone.
Do you think there's somewhere?
Stuff has...
There you go.
All my hotkeys are backwards for some reason.
Nice.
My mute key, the keys I've been using to mute now go to the end screen for some reason. So I'm sorry to everybody that's watching that sees random screens changing. We should be back on track though, and we're still streaming,
you're
still
on,
recording.
you're at the
so.
church. Okay.
I guess if no one else is doing anything, then Ragnar's gonna just head for the door and I don't know, go for a walk around the town. I guess.
I'll come with him.
No one's
Let's
suggesting
not
viable
split up again.
options.
Before I leave, I'm going to give Irina the water skin that's full of holy water and tell her it's just backup, just in case the sword doesn't work or anything.
Say, maybe we could stop by that inn again. The wine was awfully tasty, especially that, was it the Dragon Crush?
Well, you're not going to be having any wine at 6 in the morning.
Oh, well,
Maybe we could find some more nobles.
Maybe this is why he can never remember the next day.
He's doing pretty good so far.
I don't know what you're accusing me of again, Master Dwarf.
You're just a little bit forgetful.
You were drunk.
And why exactly are we staying in this town if nothing else
right
to
here. Well, we could try to go find, what's the deal with that doll? That's the only lead I can think of.
We can
Go find out. What's his name?
we can follow
Isaac.
We can follow Isaac around, or we can wait till my doll's made and look at it again. It's supposed to be an exact copy, but it'll take a week for that.
Well,
I think we got into enough trouble with the Baron.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Unless Korath wants to find him.
What did you do to the Baron?
I don't think he's a noble.
Ah, don't want to then.
I hope at this point Korath just has like a necklace of noble teeth.
It's gonna make an interesting thing of the Watcher crime scene if they're each of them's missing a tooth or two.
Just take the canines out so it'll look more like they were vampires.
Going to the inn's probably a good idea when Derek suggests that, because Ragnar can ask the innkeeper if he's seen Erston again.
Do they have any? I would know this because this is like my background ability. Do they have any sort of university or places where they keep like information? I have the sage background, and supposedly I'm supposed to know about those sort of things.
You would ask the priest. They're in town of Valaki. Currently, no.
Oh, there's no place where they keep like records, like marriages and births and deaths and stuff like that.
Oh, well, okay, that kind of stuff. Yeah, that would probably be in the Baron's mansion.
Oh well, let's go visit the Baron.
No, you
Again?
guys have already committed a crime there. Let's not.
Oh, I'm gonna change our clothes though.
That. No.
But why not?
Because we've just said we don't want to get into any more trouble with the Baron.
Well, I'm sure nothing. I'm sure I won't get in any trouble.
Last time you went there, you were caught.
If I was caught, then why am I here? I look at him like waiting for his answer. Again, the most innocent expression I can.
You do you.
Just let him go break into some more houses.
Have fun.
Well, I think I'm just gonna go try to. I'm gonna like just go to the house and wait and try to find that guy with like the gimpy arm. Okay, see ya. See you at the Sun Festival, and I leave.
Nice. What are the rest of y'all doing while he goes and splits the party? Never fails in this group. Never fails.
You got to do it once every session at least. Is there any other places in town, like prominent places that we've heard of that we haven't looked or checked or explored?
Yes, there is.
Are there any clothing stores, Derek?
I assume there would be. Here's the inn.
There's no shoemakers.
Let me look. So 5, 6. It's the church. 2 is the inn. I'm sure there'd be clothing stores. There's none mapped out on the map, but I'm sure there would be.
If Derek walks past any, he would just kind of have a look through the. He would probably have a look window and probably scoff at the general design.
Mm-hmm.
I actually said I took some clothes from like the Watcher's closet this week.
You might have. I can't remember.
Oh well, you know what? I'll just break into the Watcher's place and take some of their clothes and wear them.
Like I'm sure your talks with the gentleman in the inn. I can't remember his name. What he gave you his name was, Rick Tavin or something. Rictavio. Yeah. But to mention that there's a stockyard on the eastern side of town that you definitely would have passed on your way into the city. Then there's the stupid coffin maker's house, Blinksy Toys, which you've been to. Then there's obviously the town square where the festival is going to be held, and then the Vistani camp on the outside of town, on the western outside of town in the west.
How far away is that?
Let me look. From the western gate, probably half a mile, quarter mile, maybe.
There's probably no way we'd go out there and then make it back
It's
in time
probably
for the
about
festival.
it's about 2,000 feet away, on the outskirts of town.
How long is that in travel time?
Like 15 minutes. Like the town itself is a good mile in diameter.
I mean, we have what, like roughly 12 hours?
Oh yeah, you've got all day.
What do you guys think? What is it? What did you say the other place was?
The stockyard.
What do we know about their stockyard?
It's a stockyard.
I mean, who are they stalking?
Not a stockyard. Stock, as in like cattle, like emus.
Oh,
Oh, I love watching
Yeah.
those.
Did we not see some near that coffee maker's place?
Say, what was that?
Did we not see some of those carriages, carts, wagons of sorts near the coffee maker?
You might have. I don't remember. I don't
That
remember
wasn't
if you
character
saw
to the
wagons
group,
or not.
by the way. Yeah, that was in character to the group, by the way.
Mm.
I don't remember
And
what
they're-
we've seen at the coffin maker's place, other than the vampires.
And you blowing the coffin maker to literal bits.
There is that too.
Again, I believe you are greatly mistaken there. I
See,
personally
that's
do
what
not
happens.
remember
That's
such
what happens
things.
when you have too much to drink.
So where do you guys want to go? Do we want to go to the stockyard? And I mean, do we hear anything like about the stockyard that would make us want to go, other than to pet the cows?
I still think that going to the inn would probably be the best idea, just because that's where everyone comes and goes from.
You
Especially nobles.
see, he agrees with me. It isn't just myself that would like a drink.
At 6 or 7 in the morning.
Hey man, they have mimosas.
Oh, let's go to the inn first then and check. I mean, honestly, Ragnar's not interested in going to the inn and sitting and drinking and day drinking all day. But if everyone wants to go to the inn, and I mean, he may want to go to the inn and at least ask the innkeeper about Erston. But if there's no Erston there and they haven't seen him, then he's not going to want to hang around very long.
I believe.
Right.
Derek would kind of walk past the dwarf and kind of mutter, "Oh, it's not about drinking all day, it's about culture of being there during the daytime. It's what's called being bougie, as he continues walking.
We need to hold a convention for him.
We really do.
I'm worried about his liver.
Okay, we'll start, since the party's already split up, we'll start at the Burgomeister's mansion with Larenthar, because that's where he wants to be. Pull everybody in just so...
Sure.
What are you going to do? You can put yourself where you'd like to be on the outside of the house.
No, I can't even see anything. Let's see here.
You're here.
I have a token.
Yes, you do. It's on the right side of the ground floor.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna go up there, dressed as somebody else. Have my hair put back in a ponytail, and I'm not wearing a cloak. I'm wearing like some of the Watchers' clothes that I took out of their basement,
Okay.
took out of their house, and I'm just gonna head up and knock on the door.
You hear the familiar woman's voice that you've probably heard if you heard the knocks before. What what can we do for you today? The Burgermeister is very busy doing final preparations for the Festival of the Blazing Sun.
Oh, well, I just need to do I need to check some. Is there any way I could check like some of the birth records for people of the history of this town? I heard this is where they keep the records.
Oh, yes, we do. We do keep the records here. Do you have a scheduled appointment?
Oh, when can I schedule one?
She takes a minute to look at the list that they have there. Tomorrow around noon would be a good time. That gives us a little bit of time to wind down and rest after the festival. Get us all a good night's sleep and be ready for normal duties tomorrow.
Oh, I won't need anyone there to like actually help me. If you just like let me look in the library myself, I could probably just find what I need. Please.
She's like, I mean no disrespect, sir, but yes, we do keep the records here, but it is also the Baron Vargas's private living quarters. We can't just allow somebody to walk freely around the premises.
Oh, but I am a licensed researcher. Come on. I mean, listen, the Burgermeister's a really busy man, and I'm obviously harmless. And you know, maybe, and I'll like take a gold piece out. I'll like start flipping it in my fingers. Maybe just let me in to look at them. I mean, I won't cause any trouble. I swear.
You can hear in the tone of her voice that she's not going to be persuaded to let you in without a proper appointment. She goes with along the lines of it it's worth more than a piece of gold to let somebody walk freely into the mansion. If I let you in, my life would be over. So I like my life.
Oh man, nobody needs to know. Fine, I guess. I'll see you tomorrow then, and then I'll just like hang out, and I'll see if what's his name? What's the name of the gimpy arm guys anyway?
Isaac.
And I'll just like hang out and like hide somewhere nearby where I can see like the doors.
Yeah, who goes in and out.
And then I'll just wait for him, and then you can go to somebody else.
Okay. Is Laurenthar willing to wait until dusk to have them walk out? Because him and the Burgomeister will not leave until around the time of the festival.
Oh sure, he'll just try out his new pipe.
Okay, doke. Go to the inn. Okay, I can bring everybody back in.
I can't believe Larazar is being forced to stand still.
For like 10 hours.
Wait, are Arena and Ismark coming with us?
If you wanted them to, I didn't mean if they're not here, then they'll meet you at the festival. But I haven't cleared them off of the map from the previous time.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might be smart for them to stay at the church for a little while.
Okay, then they won't be there.
Larethar staked out the Watcher house for forever too. At one point,
True.
I forgot about that.
He does like steakhouse. Okay, you guys are now outside the inn again.
I'm gonna stand by the door and ask anyone who's coming in if they've seen Erston and describe him.
I'm gonna walk right up to the innkeeper and ask her the same question.
He says, oh, the other dwarven gentleman with a little, I guess, cloak and in hooded garb. Yes, he was in here yesterday. Got his things from his room and left. I presumed he was going back to meet up with you guys.
Yes, you said he gathered his things and left?
Yes.
Did he say anything or look any different or anything like that? That's very strange.
Look any different? No, not to my knowledge. Didn't really say much either. Just a hello. He bought a drink, or yeah, he bought a drink and left.
Was anyone with him?
Nope, he was alone.
Do you happen to know which direction he went when he left? Or did he make any mention of maybe where he was going or anything like that?
No, he didn't mention where he was headed. And I'm sorry, I didn't track him outside of the inn.
Ragnar's gonna instantly turn and start walking towards the door. He's like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not anger that you see in his face right now. It's like confusion.
Anxious? Like anxious?
He's kind of like, almost like he's in another world. And he like runs into the chair at the edge of this table, and you just hear like that wood on wood sound. And like he stops for a second and looks at it as he's kind of knocked it askew. And then just continues out the door.
Gordon will follow after him and kind of yell out, "What happened? What'd you find out?"
He's just gonna like, whoops. He's gonna continue walking like down this road right here, and just, she said he came and got his stuff, and he was by himself, and he came and got all of the stuff out of the room, and then he left.
Good, so he's okay. That's good news.
Ragnar like stops mid stride and slowly like lowers his foot to the ground and turns on his heel and looks up at Orden, and it's like, he came and got his things and left and didn't tell any of us. Does that sound okay to you? We've been brought here from nowhere. We don't know what's going on, other than Strahd brought us here to play with us. We can't leave on our own will, and yet he's grabbed his things and left without us. I wouldn't say that's okay. And he's going to turn back on his heel and start stomping away.
Poor ass.
Oh, what are you looking at me for? I can't do anything about that. We'll just need to give him time.
Do you think he's okay?
Definitely not okay.
Maybe Strahd had gotten him.
We'll just have to find out. I hope he's not with Strahd. That'd be...
No, that doesn't make sense. He wouldn't do that.
Let's just follow him for now. Make sure he doesn't do anything he'll regret.
Yeah, you're probably right. And I'll just follow Ragnar at a little bit of a distance.
And what is Derek doing now? As you see your new followers walking away from the inn again.
We kind of got here, and Derek was like rubbing his hands together a little bit. And then he just sees everyone start like splitting up and separating. He's conflicted again. He's like, "Oh, what is with these people? We finally get here, and and he'll follow Korast and Odin.
Where is Ragnar headed to now that you're the one leading the party, since they're following you?
I'm trying to figure out if there's more of a significance for us going to the Vistani camp or us going to the that other place.
Stockyard?
Yeah, the stockyard.
The stockyard would be closer if you're going by distance. The stockyard would be closer.
No, I'm trying to like think through what we've heard about both locations.
It's like you probably don't even you just now heard. I don't know if you guys have heard Vistani yet as a name, have you?
Orden heard Rictavio talking about it with Rare Ravens, and he's probably, knowing him, he's probably told everyone.
Okay, so you've heard the name, but you don't know exactly what the Vistani are, correct?
I don't think so. Yeah, Ragnar probably is a bit worried about going and meeting something new, so we'll go to the stockyard. Or he'll start like walking towards the stockyard first.
Mm-hmm.
Well, would they sell like mounts there, maybe? Or would I think that it being a stockyard that they might sell, horses and whatnot?
You might think. That's up to you, whether you think they would be in business or not.
Probably go there and check to make sure Erston didn't get something to travel with.
Okay. And 6. Let's see. Does the stockyard actually have a map? No, it doesn't. Let's go. So this is all going to be theater of the mind. Since I already have the random battle map set up for the festival, can't use this one. Okay. You get to the stockyard in the southeastern part of town. This large stockyard has several locked sheds along its periphery and lies adjacent to a roomy warehouse. A wooden sign above the gate reads Arsec Stockyard. Parked at the south end of the stockyard is a sturdy carnival wagon. It has colorful paint peeling off. Faded lettering on its side spells out the words Rictavio's Carnival of Wonders. A heavy padlock secures the back door.
Is that the only thing here that like stands out?
That's the thing that stands out on the stockyard, but there's also you can a sign that you can go into the building for.
Yeah, I'm looking for like whoever's like the keeper of the yard or the shopkeep or whatever, whoever's in charge basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they would be inside.
I'm going inside then.
You would see a gentleman and a woman standing, probably brushing some horses and feeding them, I guess.
Hurston
They
clears
would
his
turn.
throat
Yeah.
with a slight accent.
They would turn towards you and, welcome, good sir. How can we be of service today?
Have you sold any mounts to another dwarf lately?
Oh, personally haven't, but let me check our records book to just to be sure. He reaches about behind or goes up to one of the desks in the building and shuffles through, pulls out a clipboard, checks it over for a couple minutes. Would you possibly have a name of said dwarf, sir?
His name is Arston Oakenbeard, but I don't imagine you get too many dwarves in here. I'm sure somebody would remember. He's
Of course, if I were to have sold, if we would have sold to a dwarf, we would have remembered. But not all of our salespeople are here today, and we don't in the ledger don't write down which race we sell to. We write down just their names.
Do you see that name in the ledger?
He would scramble through the past few days. No, there's no Erston Oakenbeard on the ledger. Uh, I don't mean to be rude, but may I ask why you're searching for him?
That's me brother, and he's gone missing.
Oh,
They said he left the inn with all of his things without us, and that tells me that something's wrong.
I'm very sorry to hear that, sir. I don't know what I would do. If I were in your shoes, I'd probably be doing the same thing you are, going around town asking as many questions as I could.
Who was working yesterday when you weren't here? And how can I speak with him?
They're yeah, he calls out to one person that was working the stable or the stockyard yesterday over. I and he asked the gentleman, do you remember a dwarf that looks somewhat similar to this gentleman here, standing here before us, come in to purchase a horse or whatnot? And the other one, the gentleman that walks up, uh, no, I don't believe so. We haven't had any. I didn't see any dwarves come in the past couple days.
Thank you for your time, and I'll toss like the owner a gold piece and turn and walk back towards the others. I don't know how close they were, if they were listening to anything or listening to what was going on or anything like that.
I mean,
It's okay, man. We'll find him.
go to the town square and ask around there.
I really thought you said "suck it, man" for a second, and I was like, "Dang, Koras has lost all love for Hurston."
Koras went from, like, I imagine lawful good to lawful evil real quick.
It's because everyone's turning down all of his bribes.
Well, this place fucks you up.
Is there anything else you guys want to do here?
Not particularly.
Orden?
Yeah, no, let's just go find your brother.
I think if they said that Erston didn't buy any kind of mount, that Ragnar just wants to like kill the rest of the time for the festival at this point. Maybe this is the time where he goes and buys Derek that drink that he's been crying for all day.
Oh, finally. Oh.
We're gonna make you forget everything.
Don't you? As you're walking back towards the inn, you notice as you peek down towards the town square on your way back, you see that there's a lot of traffic, and you kind of see in the middle a large wooden structure being put together, and that would be it for as all you can see for right now.
When you say wooden structure, what would said wooden structure look like?
You'd have to get closer to find out.
Ragnar looks over
It's
at the party questioning.
it's just being built currently.
Ragnar looks at the party questioningly as if, do you guys want to go take a look?
Got nothing better to do.
I think Derek's gonna burst if he doesn't get this drink, though.
Maybe there'll be a straight vendor down there.
What does Derek say?
Oh, well, as long as I get that drink, it wouldn't hurt. Maybe looking at for a store or two, see if they have some better design of shoes here.
I'll tell you what, Derek, if there's no street vendors down there to buy you a drink from, I'll buy you two when we get back to the inn.
Well, just the two. I don't want to be drunk for the rest of the day now, do I?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you are, with your day drinking and all. I'm just buying two. And then maybe you can buy me two, and then maybe Orden can buy four. I mean... And I'll start walking towards the town square.
Does he seem a little in better spirits, at least?
He seems like as if he wants, it's what, 9-10 hours probably left, however long's left, to, he wishes he had the Skyrim wait button right now, where he could pass the 10 hours in 3 seconds.
Well, if you go back to the inn and sit there for 6-10 hours, you can. But you're going to the town square now.
It's as if some benevolent voice told us that something was happening at the town square, as if to direct us in that direction.
Well, that's just another option that you had. That's all I was giving you. Okay,
It'd be nice
the
to
town
know
square.
if they were building a gallows or something, 'Cause that puts a different spin on said festival.
True, I guess it does. Okay. The shops and homes that enclose the town square are decorated with limp, tattered garlands and painted wooded boxes filled with tiny, dead flowers. At the north end of the square stands a row of stocks, lined in which are several men, women, and children wearing crude, plastered donkey heads. In the center of the square, peasants in patchwork clothes eye you suspiciously as they use cups and vases to draw water from a crumbling stone fountain. Standing tall at the center of the fountain is a gray statue of an impressive man facing west. All around the square are posted proclamations. Come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year. The Wolf's Head Jamboree, attendants and children required. Pikes will be provided, all will be well, the Baron. And you can see that slowly each villagers and townspeople are tearing those signs off of all around and putting up new signs, which you would also see that say, "Come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the festival of the blazing sun. Attendance and children required. Rain or shine, all will be well. The Baron."
Just a side note, Ragnar was about to get really mad if this was a wolf festival after he brought a head of a giant wolf, and everyone was like, "Yeah, you're too late."
You would remember that you were told by the guards on the way in that the wolf festival was last week.
Yeah, I remember him
Was last
saying
week's
that,
festival.
but with those signs being up, I was getting a bit worried that we were having another wolf festival all of a sudden out of nowhere. You said there was men in stocks, like
Yeah,
those
there's
medieval.
like the hold your head with your hands next to you, yeah, locked up. Yeah, there are several men, women, and children wearing plastered donkey heads in stocks.
Men, women, and children.
Yup.
Ragnar's gonna see this and like his worry has completely done a 180 and changed to something else, and he's looking over at this structure to find out if it's like a gallows or something that they're building.
The wooden structure that they're building is, you can see as you get closer to it, it takes the shape of a sun that is like is almost fully built, probably like 3/4 built. For the fire, they're gonna burn a sun.
Is there a guillotine or anything around?
No.
Are there locks
any-
on these said stocks with these people in it?
Yes.
Oh, that's not great.
I'm looking at Orden and Koras and Derek, and I'm like, I'm not saying this super loud, just like loud enough so they can hear me over, over everything else that's going on. I understand having some people in stocks, but I see children over there. You all know that I've had a problem with this festival from the beginning. Just something doesn't seem right.
Yeah, this is really weird.
For once, Master Dwarf, I am not too fond of seeing my beloved, adoring crowd. Yeah, I love it so much. Especially the children. What do you put forward as an action?
We stop it.
Maybe we should see why they're in stocks.
We can't stop anything because we don't. That's the problem. We don't know anything about what's going on. I mean, as of right now, I don't see any means of execution around here. That's why I came over here. I wondered if the wooden structure they were building was the gallows.
We should ask someone. Koras just tap someone on the shoulder nearby and ask them what's happening with this.
Are you pointing towards the or